What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about the reasons why um how time speeding up is changing my life and how frustrating time speeding up is. The pros and cons of time speeding up. So I made a lot of videos about it, but with time speeding up, it's very annoying and it's very irritating. It's very frustrating because if you work at a 9 to 5 job, or if you're working at a career or a job that takes up most of your time, with time speeding up, you're always going to be at a constant state of rushing and you're always going to be stressed. Since time is speeding up, people are going to have less time for themselves and they're going to be more stressed when work because the days go by extremely fast, the weekends go by extremely quick, and time has been speeding up and going a lot faster since 2018 and ongoing 2018, 2019, and 20s, and up until then it's been going faster and faster, and time has been accelerating extremely fast. And that pisses me off so much because whenever I'm working, I'm always rushing. I'm always like, the days go by so fast, and there are times where like I'll stay 5 hours working overtime because the time goes by so fast, and I got to get caught up in so much deadlines and so much shit because time is speeding up so fucking fast. And whenever I do stay up, like whenever I do work 5 hours overtime, it doesn't feel like it. It feels like a normal fucking day. Back before when time was speeding up, I say around the 2014-ish, 15-ish, um, time felt a lot more slower and things were a lot more calmer and things were a lot more stable. Like I remember like the days will feel extremely long, which is a good thing because after I used to go to high school, after I was done to high school, I have time to work out. I had time to do my homework. I had time to even take a nap. I'll literally eat dinner. I'll eat lunch. I'll eat after high school, take a good nap, do my homework, and I still have time to work out, shower, and have fun. In today's timeline, I can't even. That's damn near fucking impossible to do all that shit. As soon as I'm done with school or work, the day's pretty much over. It's already like 2 a.m. You know what I'm saying? People are sleeping less, and people have less time to enjoy themselves with that personal time because time is speeding up so fast. For me, it's extremely frustrating because I'm always in a state of rush. Work is a lot more stressful and things are a lot more frustrating because everything's always in a rush. And not only that, but we're still forced to work 5 times a day. It's extremely draining. I don't even have a family, but yet my life is, it seems like I barely have any personal time for myself, and the weekends go by extremely quick. So that shit's fucking frustrating. And time wasn't always like this beforehand. And it amazes me how like there's a lot of people who don't realize that, or they think, oh no, you're just getting older. That's why time is speeding up. That's why people say time flies when they get older. And these people would say shit like that. I don't get what they're coming from because that's not fucking true. It's fucking stupid. Life, clearly either they're not in tune with the reality, they're not in tune with themselves, or they're very miserable that they're not in tune with that shit. Because no way in hell time is speeding up because we're getting fucking older. No. I have a good memory, and I have a good, I can't find the right words, but I could really visualize and experience um my emotions in the past, and very vividly. And I can tell you right now, the time that we're experiencing right now, it wasn't like this back then. Time is speeding up extremely fucking fast. It is. Time wasn't always like this back then. It wasn't. Life is different. Life is damn near changing right before our eyes, but we don't realize this because it's happening slow but fast at the same time. At a it's happening at a momentum to where we're not even realizing what the fuck is going on. Um, and I have so much proof. Me, I'm kind of in a rush because time is speeding up so fast, so I don't have time to make this video. I'm gonna make different parts to it, but there are times where I'll write down a set of tasks that I want to get done throughout the day or the weekend. And whenever I complete those tasks, I will not even be finished with half those tasks. I'll be finished like 1 or 2 tasks, and next the day's over pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And I've only done 2 tasks out of 10. Back then, I would have had plenty of time completing those tasks back then, like all those 10 tasks. But in this timeline, the present moment we're in right now, this year, it'll probably take me 2 weeks or a month to finish all those fucking tasks, you know? So it's just some bullshit like that. The system's not collapsing. People, they're not giving people shorter work days. They're not giving people more days off, especially with families, and they're not paying people more. So we're still working 5 times a week. We're still having to work throughout the whole day. They're not giving us more days off. So that's gonna be a huge problem because people are gonna be more drained and stressed out because time is speeding up. People are always in constant state of rush. We're not sleeping, we're taking naps, and then we're rushed to go to work. That's why everyone's always in a rush. That's why deadlines go by extremely quick. So it's bullshit. The good thing though is shout out to Chauncey one, just like he says, easier to save money because time is speeding up so fast. So that could be a good thing. Also, if you hate what you do, if you hate your job, if you hate your lifestyle, it's gonna go by quick. So that's also a good thing. So just some shit like that. But it is frustrating, and time wasn't always like this back then. Time right now is accelerating. Every moment, every year, every month, time is going by extremely fast, and it's extremely annoying because we're always overworked and we're always under stress. The weekends go by extremely quick. We barely have times to enjoy ourselves, and we're always rushing when it comes to work and other human tasks that we gotta do in this society. So that's all I gotta say. Have a good one. Peace.